Welcome back to Let's Play Oblivion. I don't want to continue this Let's Play anymore. Now as it stands, I'm not having fun here. I'm not enjoying this. This is not good gameplay. This is bad gameplay. I refuse to believe that she's supposed to be more powerful an opponent than I'm supposed to be able to face right now, because she's taking almost none of my damage on hits. She's doing regular damage, but yet when I strike her, I do minimal to nothing damage. It shouldn't take over 20 arrows to kill one wizard. It shouldn't. And look at that. Headshot, boom, immediately heals half of it. Look at that. Headshot immediately heals half of it. Look at that. Almost full health again. Look at how ridiculous this is. Meanwhile, she just has that conjure thing that she has unlimited times and can just do as many times as she wants, sitting there just shooting fireballs at me that there's nothing I can do about it, because even if I kill it, she'll just automatically summon another one right there and there with no problems, concerns, or worries, because she can do it for free no matter how many times she wants to a day, because wizards in these games have unlimited magicka, because that makes sense. Look at that. That's ridiculous. And I'm sure she was just sitting there quaffing potions. That's what you're going to say. Oh, she didn't have unlimited magic. She was drinking magicka potions that whole time. Can't you see? Yeah, I can see how she has unlimited of those too. Oh, I like how I passed through that trap and didn't take any damage, and then a second later I took all of it. That's good. Good game design. As you can tell, I'm not enjoying myself anymore. I remember I joked and I was going to say, or I didn't joke, but I remember I was going to say I was going to go out and buy tons upon potions of healing. Did I actually go out and do that, or did I forget about it? It looked like I forget about it. Looks like I forgot about it. Oh, gee, I hope there's no wizards in here. They're unkillable. I feel like no matter which route I go, I do no damage in this game. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I'm not suffering that. I can't. Crouch, come on. I didn't let go there. I don't know why that happened. Like I said, the only thing I can think about, other than the thing where they're just higher level than me, which I don't believe is the case, because this is not how higher levels work, at least in a good game design. The only thing I can think of is that in this game, the skill system is so radical, like changed so radically. Like if I go up, like, where's my marksman? My marksman is apprentice. If I go up to journeyman, my damage will increase about 1,000% fold. Maybe that is what it is. What's my skill with the swords? Apprentice. Maybe once I get out of apprentice with one of my skills, I'll actually do damage to things instead of just slinging at them 1,000 times. See, now look. More hits need to be like that. Look at that. 3 arrows. That, to me, works. That's how it should be done for every enemy. You know? Just frustrating is all. It's very frustrating. Every enemy, it's like 1 step forward and 2 steps back. I'll deal some damage to them and then they'll just heal it all off. I'm not upset that my healing doesn't do a lot, but this character's not a wizard. That's not their intent or goal. That doesn't bother me, but I wish my damage skills just felt more effective, you know? It's gotta be the skill thing. It's gotta be because they're both apprentice level skills. I thought I was better than them by now, but...
What's that?
Oh, great, there's 2 of them. Shoot me. And they will, a lot. I think those are magic weapons that they're using. Like, I don't mean like magic is in there, they're enchanted. I mean they're using the create magic weapon spell. That looks like a nasty spell. I don't know if I dodged it or if it just did no damage. Look at that. Just as I was about to kill her, she just casts a healing spell, because her healing spells are, of course, far superior than my healing skills, and regens it all away. Dwarven dagger sells for a lot. Believe me, on I know the feeling. I feel like my level has nothing to do with the damage that I'm doing, you know? I am not gonna get any good hits on her. I have to go in like this. I have no choice. She runs! I think I saw beds in the upcoming room where I can rest. Blade skill increased. No beds. That'd be too lucky, I guess. Such luxuries are not made for me. Oh, there's one. Okay, good. We'll be alright. Maybe I did see one up ahead. Shield's here. Ooh, we'll take that. Make note of the candles, it said. Let's rest. 1 hour. We'll level up. We of course want to go into speed, as always. How much fatigue you have. We'll put some points into willpower. And you know what? Strength as well. What's this? Iron short sword? Now, as much as I may be dismayed by it, I am no fool. How much damage does my steel claymore do? I can't tell. 5? Is that what the implication is? The dwarven dagger does 5 as well. If that is what it's supposed to mean. And they're both blade weapons, and there's no difference between one-handed and two-handed in this game, so I should probably be using this for the time being. It swings faster, and it's going to do the same amount of damage as far as I can gather. Did I try going in here yet? Yeah. The place I haven't really explored is down here. Two of them again. All I can try to do is focus them down one at a time. Let's get my claymore out real quick. I know I said I was going to use that dwarven dagger, but I actually should wear down the use on this weapon first. I'll get it repaired later. As far as I can tell, there's not a skill difference between one-handed and two-handed. It's just blade or blunt or whatever. This little tiny conjurer is packing a big punch. I can't help but feel the AI has just stolen my idea of running and healing. Yep, down I go. I thought that would happen. It was inevitable that I died again because of the poor programming of the enemies and the skills in this game. It was going to happen. I wish... This is my biggest gripe with this game, probably so far. The health bar on the enemy is just the most lying, ugly mistell of a thing that I have seen in a game in a long, long time. That thing where like 25% health is 0. Like it's so hard to explain. Like when you look at it, they'll have a little bit of health and then they'll drop to 0. Like from right here, from right where she was before she just healed, like the next swing would be 0. It doesn't shrink down to this almost unseeable thing before they die. Look at this. And these last couple of swings do nothing, and then you see how it wasn't anywhere near missing before she died. It just upsets me, and it's very confusing. It's jarring because you think that they have more health than they actually do. And even though I wasn't actually in a block, she somehow stunned me. I'm glad that the wizard can make someone stagger more than I can. And there's no point in me using heavy swings, because they do less damage than my normal swings. Look at this. She doesn't die. Hallelujah. I'm getting tired of this. It's almost as bad as Morrowind. The combat just isn't fun. It was fun to begin with, but now it's not fun anymore. If you're gonna face me up against enemies that you think are too high level for me to be fighting, do it by having them actually do enough damage to kill me. Because then I'll take the hint. But if I feel like they do as much damage as everybody else, I'm not gonna think they're any more badass. Recently used pickaxe. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. It's very frustrating. I didn't mean to pick that up. What are those under weapons? Probably under random items. Yep. Wouldn't let me drop it. There it goes. Alright, so I don't understand where to go from now. Make note of the candles. Stupid broken wizards. Not a candle, not a candle, not a candle, not a candle. Still not candles. Let's take a look at the note again. I apologize for getting hissy and raising my voice, but it is very frustrating. The gate to the lower levels no longer halts our progress. Make note of the candles along the walls if you would pass through. That? Is that what she means? This puzzle is beyond me. I looted that, right? Okay, just checking. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I can probably jump that. I don't think the gate's gonna open, but... it's not gonna let me get to that lever. And now I'm stuck. Can't move. There we go. Can't go this way. There we go. That's how you move things. Can I put this thing on one button and then I use the other? I don't think that that was intended. Because when I stepped on one of these the first time, I heard like a clunk sound, like I had activated it. I'll take that for selling purposes, if nothing else. Those are candles, and they do nothing. Those are candles, and they do nothing. That's like a brazier. That's a body. This is a candles. They do nothing. Door opened elsewhere. Can't use it. Oh. A G. Huh. Boy, now I feel stupid. If the ceiling wasn't so close, I could jump that. This game, man, this game. It's still better than Morrowind. I will say that. It's still better than Morrowind. Because at least it doesn't have the issues that Morrowind has. I'm able to hit things very reliably. It just doesn't do any damage. Oh. Oh, this is wonderful. Is this what it means by make note along the candles of the wall? I don't know which sound is the sound I want to hear. I think it's this sound. So no. Okay. There we are. Prison cells? Bedroll. And if I need to rest to gain a level, I know where I can. You don't see anything. You saw everything. There is one thing that I like. I like how they're able to hit each other with their own spells. That's amusing. And it provides solely advantages to me. I don't even know what kind of spell he cast on me. I don't care. Down I go. Unable to fight a single wizard in combat. Remember back in the day when wizards were not able to handle the berserker with the two-handed sword right in front of their face? Good times. It was the same way in Skyrim. In Skyrim, like, I don't mean in Melee per se, but wizards were still the most broken badass thing ever because of the Magicka system where wizards could just cast spells on end, and you'd start leveling up, and then you'd start running across wizards. Like, there's that, I don't remember the name of it, but there's like a spell, there's an ice spell where like you shoot this ice tidal wave out in front of you. It did a huge ton of damage. Well, these wizards would dual cast it. And like basically any single hit from it would kill you. You would just fall over dead. And they would go dual cast, and it would be like dual cast, 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 and they would just repeat it up until death, because they would seemingly never run out of magicka. It just didn't happen. It was just not something that they were capable of ever doing. I'm gonna do this to just raise up my alteration school. What I should be keeping in mind is that this is still a Elder Scrolls game, which means it is supposed to be kind of played with the idea that your character will, through time, become the best at everything. A little bit like Fallout 4 now, where eventually, with time, you will have a 10 in everything of every single skill, or of like all the different attributes, and you'll have every single perk. This game's the same way. You don't have, like, eventually, you will start putting points into wisdom and all those other things your character was not originally intending to be able to do it all, because you'll peak on other things.
Open the gate, please! I must get out of here!
Can I talk to you beforehand? Fine. I'll kill you if you try to kill me. Whoever you are.
Thank you for rescuing me. I've lost track of how long they've held me here.
Who are you?
I am Sir Thedric. I came here seeking the shield of the Crusader, and was ambushed by these cowards.
Cowards is a good word for them.
Here since. I've been held prisoner by these scoundrels for the longest time. They want to know how to reach the shield, and believed I would help them. When I refused, they locked me here, and only let me out to torture me. They got nothing from me. I can't go with you if that's what you mean. I'm too weak. I need to rest. Once I have my strength, I will certainly join your cause. You'll have to go on alone, but the knowledge I've gained may be of use to you. Before finding this place, I learned a bit about those who created it. It's designed to keep the shield hidden and safe.
Yes.
Phrase kept coming up in the writings I found. When the eyes of the Guardians are upon you, Julianos will show you favor. I'm not sure how, but I just know it's a clue for making it safely through these ruins. You're the only one I've told. I hope it helps you. Must get out.
Are there companions in this game? That's a legitimate question. I don't know. For those of you just joining us, yes, this is a Blind Oblivion Let's Play in 2016. Close faster, doors. I'll close this companion out. That works. I don't know if it can open the door. Doesn't appear that it can. It's gonna work till he just resummons it. Like that. Should have made a wizard. Should have made a wizard.
I've fought much bears more fearsome than you.
Here, hold on. Let me try to channel my inner Quake here. Dominated! I think that's something along the lines he says. How did that miss? How did that miss? Is he invisible? Thank you. I'm shooting you with a bow. Don't you want to engage me in melee combat? Apparently cannot hit with this bow for my life. Oh, that's just lovely. I'm glad that they certainly didn't come out the first time, but have only now made the decision to actually join. Because these fights weren't hard enough. I needed to fight 3 wizards. The worst part is, the wizards know how to open doors. They've actually wrapped that concept around their magic-y wielding heads, that they can actually open a door. Unlike the little imps who have not quite figured it out. All I can do is keep singing. He's gonna be at that 25% health mark for a couple of hours. Long enough for my sword to break is how long he's gonna be at it. Well, here, let me go ahead and switch to the dagger. Oh, I am very outmatched. Astoundingly outmatched. Yeah, I wasn't gonna even try that fight because there were 3 of them there. Even though I fought that guy directly in the hole the last fight, and there was not, in fact, 3 of them there remotely. So, I can see the balance going on here. Definitely some strong balance. I almost got a sneak attack off. I'm gonna fight this guy in here because I guess it'll decrease the chances that I'll run into his friends. If you can just stay in that wall and shoot fireballs at me, this would be great. But see, look at that. 1 step forward and 2 steps back, and I'm just gonna sit here and swing my sword. This is ridiculous. Do you see how ridiculous this is? I can't make any progress. I don't even know what I just drank, and I don't care. Just die! Just die! I'm not even gonna read this out loud. I don't care to. You can read it. Pause the video. I wonder if I'll be far enough away from enemies to loot this, to use the bed. I am. Best way to heal. This is ridiculous. Alright, when we come back, we're gonna keep going at it. See you guys later. This is Wambatako signing off. Take care. Bye-bye. Oop. I said bye-bye.